Let's do this here. Let's talk about the Bacta Tank.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Let's do it.
In the very beginning, he's in the Bacta Tank.
Mm-hmm.
He's recovering from whatever. He has these dreams. They're coming back. Apparently, they weren't there the whole time because he even talks to Fennec about it. He said, "You know what? The dreams are back." And she just brushes it off. You know what? Get your stuff together. We have people outside lined up to pay tribute to you. So
Yeah.
there was no. She didn't care one
Yeah.
bit. It's like, suck it up, big boy. Let's go.
Yeah.
But later on in the episode, the parkour dudes jump him, and they're taking a beating.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, him and Fennec are. If it wasn't for the Gamorreans, right?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for those two guys that he saved to come on and help him out, that may have been show wrapped. Game over.
Boba Fett goes out like a punk once again.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much that's what it was.
Yeah.
And after they get out of it. You've mentioned he smokes the guy on the climbing the building with a missile.
Yeah.
And they start fighting the whole thing. So it wasn't even a well choreographed fight scene from the beginning all the way to the fight on the roof with Fennec, in which she basically was told to bring him back alive. She shoves one guy off. And again, I'm assuming she brings the other one with him.
Yeah.
But we see Boba being drugged back to the palace by the Gamorreans and thrown back into this Bacta pit.
Right.
I don't think he's making it out of this season.
Oh, you think he's legit dying by the end of the show?
I think he's legit dying.
Wow.
I think the damage from the actual Sarlacc was enough that it was too much damage that an actual Bacta tank can actually heal. Because you see Bacta being used with Vader. When Vader takes off his pressure suit and he's in the Bacta, it doesn't heal him because the damage is too wide. It's too much for him.
Yeah.
So the actual Bacta tank isn't so much healing him, but it's prolonging his life. So if something happened to the Bacta tank, we would then see the end of Boba Fett.
Oh, that's an interesting theory. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I always assumed that Darth Vader's Bacta tank dips were essentially, if he didn't do it because of his dark side usage, the dark side usage would just ravage him the rest of the way. Because that's, from my interpretation, using the dark side has been kind of detrimental to your own like physiology almost. Yeah. And that's what my assumption was. But yeah, you're right. Like by the time we see what's under Darth Vader's mask in Return of the Jedi, I mean, he doesn't look as bad as he did at the end of Revenge of the Sith, but he doesn't look great either.
Yeah, I think he uses it more of like a cathartic type thing to get out of the suit. He's able to stay surviving in the Bacta, just like he would be in the suit itself. So he won't die pretty much, minutes after being out of the suit. So that's kind of a, like a spa treatment for Vader.
Like a nice, relaxing Bacta bath, light some candles.
Maybe a bath bomb if he's lucky.
Yeah, read a magazine, drink some wine.
But
he's doing good.
I mean, we talked about that scene. This is the scene I'm talking about when he's drugged back into the palace itself.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they beat them down that bad. For him to be in that bad of shape, to be drugged back and put back into that's why I think it's suspect. I think that's why they showed the Bacta tank at the very beginning.
Yeah.
And then they showed it again at that point. I think there's no mistake to it. I think it's absolutely vital to the story of the Book of Boba Fett.
Do you think that he has some sort of a maybe like a sickness or an illness, and that's like deteriorating him, and maybe that like the Bacta is helping him, like you said before, like prolong his life?
It could be. I mean, it could be something he had prior to the Sarlacc that we never knew about.
Right.
But I personally believe it's something directly related to him being in the Sarlacc for whatever length of time he was.
Okay.
Well, but I mean, I could be completely off base, but I don't think they do things on accident anymore in the Star Wars world. They'll show things with a specific purpose to them, for either people like me and you to draw stories of our own and be completely wrong, or to actually have a plot point attached to them.
It was a strange beat for the Gamorreans to like drag him back in there and kind of dump him back in the Bacta tank, when you're right, like that fight I mean, he got hit on a little bit, but he looked pretty like he was kind of devastated. He looked in real bad shape when they dumped him in there the second time.
Like he wouldn't have made it back if it wasn't for
Right.
those two.
Yeah.